So, quick question though. Do
Yeah.
my summons just disappear then? Or
The summons are still up. They need to make the
oh, okay.
but I mean I don't think they need to breathe in the same way. I mean they're demons. So I guess they are physiological in the same way that
I mean, it's up to you.
Peregrine is in his real form. This is real bad.
I have their stats if you want them to roll.
Devil's Advantage are immune to poison, so I would assume that would carry over to, like, you know.
Yeah, we'll say that they aren't bothered by the gas, but they will go away if you go down. And so
Okay.
you be aware of that.
Protect me.
That's all of their attacks. Now it is on to Kyle's turn.
So it's nighttime, right?
Yes.
How brightly lit is the place, and how far is the gate and house?
We'll say that there are large torches around the garden. The house is only about 60 feet away. And so if you double move, you can get into the doors, which is what they tried to do. But if they hit you with their bullets, and they seem to have a certain amount of them that they're prepared to shoot as reactions, like they prepare their movements as they see people run away, that if you get hit by those, they will stop you. So they'll basically turn your movement to 0 as they hit you.
Okay. I'm gonna run 30 feet away and then use my bonus action from cunning action to attempt to hide, and then finish moving into the house from a serpentine pattern through the shadows.
Gotcha. So I will you can do 30 movement without triggering their attacks of opportunities, because the cloud is, if you leave the cloud, that's when they try to hit you, to stop you, to keep you in the cloud. And so you can move 30 feet without triggering any attacks, and then you can roll me a hide. And we'll say, just roll this flat because they're really looking for you, but it is dark. It's very likely you can just sneak away from them potentially.
I got a 19.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna go roll a handful of checks here. Okay. So you feel like you sneak. Describe how you'd try to hide in this garden.
I would pull my hat down low and crouch as I leave the cloud in a kind of not obvious way. I don't head straight for the door. I kind of beeline almost at a diagonal angle. And then as I leave the cloud, I just go into a roll past one of the torches.
Okay.
I just look like a flittering shadow. I'm trying to.
One of the people did get an 18 plus 1, so they did see you escaping. So you're going to get one shot, and if this hits, then you will be required to take all the saves and everything. Okay, that's only a 15, so he doesn't hit your AC.
Yep.
So rubber bullet pinks off the ground, and you hear some people, somebody's running for the house, somebody's running for the house! And you manage to sneak all the way to the house without getting any other attacks of opportunities by basically going serpentine. So you basically sneak past on the far side of Peregrine and Savage and Dessa that are kind of posted by the cloud. But you are in the building. You are safe from getting shot now. Is that your plan?
Okay. Yeah. I take cover behind the other side of the door, and something appears. I pull something out. Not a gun. Definitely not a gun.
You get ready. Okay.
Definitely not a gun.
Great turn. Now it is Leopold's turn.
As I collapse to the ground slowly, I point to everyone else with my entire hand, and I'll say, "Protect them," and I fall asleep. My birds will fly out. One will go to Kubo's shoulder, and the other one will fly out and reach Kubo's dad, who's passed out on the ground.
Oh my gosh.
And land, and I guess land on his back.
So your father is actually still up. He's just been stopped by beanbags. So Peregrine is still up. But yeah, you go over there. The bird kind of positions are. Did you fall asleep from the gas?
Me, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna say your summons are still there. They will persist until you hit 0 HP. But yeah, you go and hit the ground from the gas. Ooh, cinematic.
As they perch on their shoulders, they will both simultaneously cast warding winds, which creates a 10 by 10, 20 miles per hour wind, dispelling any gas, fog, or haze around them.
Amazing.
Leo, the family loves you. You can love my dad. You can think my dad's hot. I don't care.
And the one on Kubo's shoulder will like point of wing towards like the exit, like go.
I'm pretty sure that wall of wind also imposes a disadvantage on what's the word?
Range attacks.
Attacks, yeah. So that's a huge move.
Let's see. Extinguishes any flames. Deafens you from any other creatures outside the area. Removes vapors, gas, and fog. It's a difficult terrains for other creatures. And attack rules of range are disadvantage. Yep.
That's amazing. How many cops are there?
It's hard to get a visual, but you know that there are, from round numbers, anywhere from 8 to 12.
Okay, so is it my turn again, or I might be jumping ahead?
It is your turn again.
Okay, Kyle, I saw you raise your hand. Sorry.
Yeah, so that warding wind then would put out the torches, right? Which would turn this into like true darkness rather than just like dim light.
I think it's
I think it's fair.
Yeah.
We have dark vision, so I mean.
It's right. And presumably these cops are human and wouldn't.
Here's hoping. Yeah.
Yeah. So now it is back to Kubo's turn. It is extremely dark now.
Okay, so communicating with my family, I guess through emotions, because I'm not trying to be too whatever-y. The really kind thing that Leo just did, I think we all quickly like just have a moment of like peace, like, oh, dad's safe, and Kubo's like, oh, sick, like I'm safe, and then I guess the emotion of just the fact that like I saw Kyle. Well, I didn't see Kyle, but Kyle kind of disappeared, and I remember from our thing the other day that Kyle's sneaky. And there's some, some cops out here, and our friend Leo went down. Kubo can't have that. Kubo is a vengeful man. So, Kubo's gonna try to, I'm assuming he was kind of like right by one of the glass window sides of the, whatever, like in the back. It's called, glass garden thing. He's gonna break through it in the darkness if he can, and he's gonna try to like circle around back to try to like sneak up on some cops so he can kill some of the cops.
Yeah, so I'll say that takes all of your movement to like break the glass, run around. You can scramble up like the garden wall, and you see on one side of the wall 5 different cops, heavy military gear. One of them turns to look at you as you come up, following you up from the gas. And you see that they have like red goggles and gas masks on. And these guys are not like cops; these are like military force. It looks like this is like a step above your normal cop situation. Now, you did leave the gas where the gas would have been, and you are away from the warding wind, and they still have a bunch of attacks of opportunities prepared. So I'm going to say you're going to have 2 attacks that prepared attacks come after you as you come up on the wall.
Warding wind is from Self, which is the caster of the bird. So when she moves, when Kubo moves, the bird moves too. Me. Yeah, like she's always like he's always there. Like he's It says right here like the range is Self and out 10 feet in a radius.
Move it without a bonus action, right?
Yeah, warding winds an aura actually. So if the birds are the ones that cast it, then yeah, it would be around them.
Yeah, for 10 minutes.
Oh, I got a timer.
They do have a +10 to hit, so it's still very likely they hit.
That's
at disadvantage.
If anything that helps me. Thank you. Also, I have communicated through emotions the best of what's going on outside to my family.
Dang it, you guys are doing too good. That is nat 1 and then a 12 to hit.
Can he shoot his partner?
With a nat 1, okay.
Yeah.
Less than 10, he will hit his partner. Above 10, he will not.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Above 12, he doesn't. He shoots. One of them comes both of these look like, these are highly trained professionals. They're going straight towards you, and you see they hit the wind and then go askew off, and you hear one of the windows in your house break as the beanbag shoots off, like goes haywire. And so those are 2 of those prepared attacks of opportunity. Dang, wow. But yeah, you are in melee range with them now for your next turn.
That's good. That also means they're in range of me, so that's interesting.
Oh my gosh, dang it. See, this is what I thought. I was like, I'm making this too hard. You guys will figure out a way to take care of it. Now it is Peep's turn. Peregrine will continue to try to move out. They're going to try and hit him with disadvantage as he's trying to flee. That's a 21, and that's a 20 or an 18. So both of those will hit.
I mean, if everyone wants to just get a piece of my dad, like, just get in line, I guess. Jeez, man, I'm just kidding. I tried to make a joke. I don't know if that was funny, but it's all right.
Okay, so he's looking really bruised because he's taken the brunt of most of these attacks. If he had to breathe in gas this turn, he very well may have
He
done.
wouldn't. There's a bird on him, remember?
Yes, exactly. So he doesn't. So he still stays up. But as he's trying to leave, he still gets pelted with these things, and his speed is brought to 0.
No.
You can tell, like, Dessa and Savage, like, get in the house, kids, get out of here. And you see they're like looking to each other, like, what do we do? And I'm gonna fully take control of the kids here, Kubo. And Dessa comes and grabs your father underneath the shoulder, and Savage goes onto the other shoulder, which they're actually much shorter than him. So it's more like they grab his waist and like help him cover over. And they actually do, with half movement, help him walk into the house. So all 3 of those family members are in the house right now.
That's good.
Yes. Ariana is in the house with Officer Harlow doing something, who knows what. And Kyle, you could see this. You see he's just waiting on the inside, like breathing heavy, and Ariana's totally out cold on the floor. And he's just breathing heavily, like has his like billy club out. Going down, that is a cop's turn.
Shoot.
This could get pretty messy, guys. 2 things you see. The 5 cops on the far wall of you, they drop down ropes, rappel down the garden wall, pick up Leopold's unconscious body, and start to climb back up. And with 5 of them, they are able to organize that movement. And by the end of their turn on that side of the wall, they don't do any attacks. They don't prepare any attacks. They just go down, pick up Leopold's body, and get it back up to the top of the garden wall. Maddie, you're about to get attacked by 4 police officers.
It's a good day to die.
And this is melee, so...
Oh. Well, maybe I'll be okay if they're going to try to beat me.
It's difficult terrain for them, though.
Right, I have a bird! I have the bird!
The areas become difficult terrain for other creatures other than you.
Okay.
Thank you, Leo. We're trying.
So, I will say 1 cop cannot get into not get into melee range for that. That is my deal.
Yes.
One of the
Alright.
cops will not be able to hit you because of that. But otherwise,
this is
they will
weird.
all still be able to close. Because you walked up to them on the wall. That
Oh,
fair?
sure did.
Anybody mad
Sure,
at me?
sure.
I'll take whatever scraps.
Yeah.
Give me the crumbs.
As accurate here. So they do have a lower likelihood to hit, but they're not rolling at disadvantage. That is an 18, 17, and 13 to hit.
Only 2 of them hit.
2 of them hit. Okay.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Oh, I know. Oh my gosh.
That's 12 damage from the first hit,
Okay.
and then 13 damage from the second hit.
So how much is that? Is that 25?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh. We're standing up. Holy cow.
You see them, boo, 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 bah, bah, like they just go full like SWAT team, bash you with clubs. And they're
Can I? Never mind. Actually, never mind.
hey, what do you want to do?
I'm nothing. I just wanted to try to intimidate them because I'm probably bleeding and I'm still channeling divinity and I look scary as hell. Just kind of like to snarl at them or something.
For sure, you're snarling.
Yeah, I want to roll that.
You see that you can roll that. It's gonna take something truly stupendous.
I only got a 17.
Yeah, you look scary. They're trained professionals, so
I
like
know.
you
It's
know
fine.
that you're spooky. You see the other two police officers that couldn't close with you. One of them was trying to close with you. The last one just prepares his gun and is ready to shoot if you try to escape. Now that is all of the cops' turns. Now it is back to Kyle.
So the cop carrying Leo got all the way back up the wall.
Yes.
Is he within the area of the warding wind? Whoever's carrying him.
So he did not have the warding wind. He gave the warding wind to
Right. I didn't know if he was going. I didn't know if he was going the same. They were going the same way back to like there, where they were going different sides.
They're on
from, like,
different sides. Yeah, that's a good thing. So you're on one wall, and what's his name? Kubo is on the opposite wall.
Okay.
Let's just say I'm at 1 HP. What happens if I go down?
They're clearly trying to capture you, so we're gonna have a prison break scene next time.
Oh, good.
My bird will protect you, obviously. It's dying breath.
Cool.
The one of the cops in front, the cop carrying. I'm gonna take a shot at the cop carrying Leo. After I load a special round into my not gun.
Gotcha. Okay. I love the visual of this. You walk back into the now, without gas area. You see Kubo getting the snot beat out of him on one wall, and you see Leopold getting dragged up a wall on the other side.
I was gonna be more like shooting from cover.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I'm just saying you make the choice between those two things. Yeah.
And I load a special round into my revolver as I take aim.
I wish I was awake to see the gun. I'm just delusional again.
Wow. Again.
Oh man. It is dark. Shot goes wild.
In the dark. That shouldn't matter.
You know how sad it would be if you shot me on accident? I'm really glad you didn't. But
Or me? Hello?
Sorry, Leo. Sorry, yes.
My butt.
I'm gonna offer you something because this is a nat 1. I'm gonna offer you something here that is a high risk, high reward situation.
Okay.
1, we can roll a luck check, 50-50. If it's lower than 11, you just go haywire and not hit anything. If it's higher than that, I will let you crit miss potentially in a way that will distract the cops on the wall. I will let you like blast some plaster and get in people's eyes. You know what I mean? But on anything like on a nat 20, I will let you like sever a rope. But you're going to be taking a chance also to hit Leo on less than 5.
My butt.
Because that's a nat 1, that specifies something very spectacular, bad. But I will give you a chance if you're willing to take more than just a miss, that something in your favor will happen.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so here we go.
16.
Okay, 16. So that is not high enough to like sever the rope, but we'll say that some plaster smashes into some people's eyes as it like clinks off the wall, and they have to reorient themselves. So they will not be able to do a full double move with Leo off the wall on their next turn. Is that a fair?
Yeah,
Woo!
and also there's a hole like slowly melting into it. I loaded an acid round.
So yeah, there's acid streaming off the wall from the blast plaster that you.
Wait, you were gonna melt me?
Not you.
No, Leo,
There was
no.
a chance.
No, Leo, you know how it is. Artificers, they're just be shooting.
Bruh, I summon creatures, not limbs.
By definition, if I wasn't aiming precisely, I wouldn't be able to get the sneak attack bonus. So, be thankful for that. That was 2d6 damage you wouldn't take it on top of the
Oh
Sweaty.
yeah, I would have been dead.
a lot.
Table's over. No, just kidding.
Leopold, you are asleep, getting pulled up by this people. In your dreams, you see lots of two-eyed ravens circling around you, above you, and you see a fiery hand reach up on either side of you and start to, teepee over your head with the crows circling about you, and you are in a terrifying little nightmare.
Oh shit.
I want to scream and like try to like push the hands away, like try to break apart it as much as possible. Yeah, like just like that flailing.
You're flailing in your sleep. So dramatic. Okay, Kubo, now it's your turn.
Oh wait, my birds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, your birds. One's on Kubo, one's on
So the gas is gone. So I feel like there's no need for the winds, and since they're all in Kubo's range, there's no point now. So winds are gone.
Okay, what are you gonna
How many are in front of Kubo? You said 4?
do?
There's
There are 3 in Kubo. Yeah, there are 3 right next to Kubo. 4 going to close in. The 4th is going to close in on this turn, and then there's 1 a distance away with its gun trained on Kubo.
And how far is Kubo's dad?
Kubo's dad, Peregrine, is in the manor. He is safe.
Okay, so as soon as he would have gotten the other bird that was with him would have left back out. How far is the furthest cop with the gun from the door?
I will put him at like 90 feet.
Damn. Their flying feet is 70. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna fly to wait. I have to look at this ability.
Got 2
Point
birds.
blank. Okay. The bird that's on Kubo, I will attack the first dude in front of him with wing buffet, which is a 2 attack, which is 2d4s plus my dexterity.
Bless Leo. Just
So who are you attacking with the wing buffet?
The one right in front of Kubo, the one that gave him the 1-2 Bokumashu.
there you go.
So
Roll 2d4s.
yeah, how much damage? I rolled it.
Okay, that's a 7 in total.
7 total. Yeah, you baff him with your wings. It looks like he's disoriented. He is nowhere near down.
Okay, at least I tried that. And then with the other bird, since I do the full 70 feet flying to the sniper guy, which will make me 20 feet distance from him. Then I'm gonna cast darkness, which is a 60 feet radius, blocking him and probably the furthest soldiers closer to Kubo.
Ooh, get it.
So they're engulfed, but not Kubo himself,
So
because he's
I
too
will
far.
say that you can fully engulf the two of the officers. 2 are still in range to hit Kubo if he tries to flee.
Worth it.
Thank you.
And that's the bird's turn.
Incredible.
I don't know. See how broken these birds are? I can get more too.
That's incredible. The birds, man. It's just like that movie.
Okay. Now it is
Kubo.
now it is actually the peeps and then cops turn. Oh no, Kubo, you're right. Kubo, it's your turn.
Yeah, that's right. I'm like, hold on a minute. Before I die, I want to kill at least 1 cop. I mean, I'm gonna try to just hit. So I know. Are there any of them that are especially close to me that look like they're like?
Only one of them has been damaged at all, and it was only 7 damage. It looks like he could take about 3 more of those.
Worth.
21. Okay, let me think about this. What's my biggest attack? So I can do 2d4 plus 3. Or I can do 1d6 plus 5.
I do want to remind you, you are in a position where you could disengage and move and not take any attacks of opportunity.
But I don't think that's what Koopa would do. Like,
That's fine. You can do whatever you'd like to do.
he's
I
a little bitch in the best way. I mean,
look back on this and think, oh, I could have just disengaged.
well, I hope I don't die. I don't know. Now I'm getting cold feet.
It is non-lethal
Probably
damage.
doing that
I will
with
stress
both,
that. It is
What?
very clear they're not trying to kill you.
They're using beanbag rounds and sleeping gas.
I only have 1 hit point, so like if they hit me again, I'm down anyways. I'm gonna just go down trying to fight. Actually, that I think fits this whole thing. I think that really would honestly just fit Kubo. So I'm gonna try to hit the cop that's most injured.
Yeah, go for it.
Does a 23 hit?
It does.
Okay, hold on. I get to do 2 of the. Shit, one more time. Come here. 18 damage to that cop, and when Kubo goes to hit them, again, he looks scary, he's bleeding, and I think that they can probably tell. Before Kubo attacks, he's gonna shrug and kind of give them like this kind of bloody, because he's like bloody, just like kind of a grin and be like, it's just business, and then go to try to like, you know.
You want to do any divine smites here?
What'd you say?
You have any divine smites to unload on this guy?
Oh yeah, can I do that too?
Yeah, that's what you can do.
Oh, thanks for reminding me I have that. When you hit it with a melee, you can expend 1 spell slot to do one d8. Yeah, I'll do another d8. I think if he...
End him! Yeah!
Plus
power.
8 damage, so I gave him 29 damage.
Okay.
Yes.
Is this
Can I
lethal?
decapitate him?
Are you going for lethal?
I feel like he would, man. I told you, with the cops around him, he did say sorry. Not like it matters, but he did tell them all, like, it's just business.
You get to finish him. How would you finish him?
After Kubo shrugs and is like, it's just business, guys, he would take his short sword. He's filled with the vengeance and fury, not just of his own, but, like, of his dad and, like, the whole sibling thing. So I feel like he'd kind of just sort of, straight up just like do this really sick kind of spin and just straight up decapitate the cop.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you, and as the blade reaches the neck of his head, you sense like a black oozing energy from your father as the divine smite assists you in lopping off this man's head. A goopy, chunky
Oh my gosh!
sound comes as you decapitate this cop. That was buffed.
And can I yell while I do it for Feral? There we go. Final.
Go Feral! Slash off the head. Beautiful. Now it is the other people's turns. I think the officer kind of goes a little hysterical. He runs out and he goes, "Stand down, men! Stand down!" Thinking he has any authority over the situation in any way, shape, or form. And I think Peregrine and Dessa will step out, realizing the gas is gone. Dessa's going to roll some at disadvantage dagger throws. Totally goes wide. And Savage just looks up. He actually stands underneath the wall, like ready to catch you if you were to jump off. So he just double moves underneath the wall toward you.
It's my brother. Wow.
Peregrine walks out and sees Leopold sees like the goopy glowing acid coming off from the wall where he dropped it. I'm gonna try to think of what he does.
He's a tall guy. Can he
Help
try to
me!
just grab him? I don't know.
He just runs over and picks him up out of the police's hands. So,
Yes.
You're asleep, and so I think you would auto fail this. I'm just gonna say you see him do something magical, and you see him pointing and muttering under his breath at Leopold as he sees his body being taken over the wall. And so that's what he's going to do on his turn. Now it's the cop's turn. The cops on the side with the acid, they disappear over the wall. They have Leo. They jump over the wall. The one cop that is holding on to, or that can still see Kubo, he hits with a 16. Does that hit?
Oh yeah, that's my armor class.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You slice off this guy's head. The other guy is splattered with blood and gross blue goopy stuff from your divine smite. Panics and just lashes out with his club and bonks you on the head for your last little bit of damage.
Can
And
I roll to fall over into my brother's arms? Is that possible?
luck check under 5. So you have to get we'll say 16 or up on a luck check to see if that's even the direction you're going, because you don't control this anymore.
Okay, hold on. Mama needs a new pair of shoes. What if I got a 16 exactly?
16 exactly. So you are falling unconscious backwards. I'm going to give this officer a chance to use his reaction to stop your body from falling over. I think that's fair.
That's fair. But what about the bird? Or did it just
Bird can't do. I got no reactions.
I know. I'm sorry.
Okay. He got a 5 on the die, which would only make it a 6. So you see the police officer still wiping blood off of his, night vision goggles he's got on, these like red film goggles, reach out for your body as you go unconscious, and he whiffs. The people on the darkness can't see you at all. You fall backwards. Savage just manages to grab your body as you hit the ground. All the rest of the cops use their movements and escape off the wall.
It's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
Really. And we don't have a lot of time left, so this will be kind of our little closing things. But you're unconscious. That was all non-lethal, so you don't have to make death saving throws. You're just knocked unconscious. And you guys have a dead cop on the premises, as well as a lot of things to figure out. Immediately, Officer Harlow is like, I had no idea, I swear. Oh, look, the tattoos won't let me lie. I had no idea they were doing anything, I swear.
And the bird eating the corpse of the headless cop.
You're just carrying. Eventually, those start to, as he gets out of range to control them, those start to like particleize away into form. Smelling salts to come back up very quickly. Kubo, basically as soon as they can.
So wait, so do I get to like come back? I don't know, maybe someone in my
a little bit. Well, let's give Kyle some time to kind of
that makes sense. Yep.
Talk about this.
So wait, the birds disappear?
The birds disappear eventually after you leave range to control them.
Wait, but this spell is so different. Here it says they don't disappear until banished or I cast them to go, but they're forever here until they die and head back to their realm.
Wow.
And then when they die, I'm unable to cast them until a long rest. So they just exist in this plane until those 3 conditions.
Yeah, holy cow. So you just guys got these birds floating around with you guys. Yeah, okay, cool. Now I know more. Okay, Kyle, do you have anything you want to say here? I'm actually going to say Kubo is down for the rest of this session. I think that's a little more dramatically satisfying. Kyle, you got
Can I say though, Savage very like will guard my body like very lovingly. They all do, especially because we lost Farrell. That's all.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Peregrine and I'm gonna say I assume you put a tracer on him.
He goes, yeah, I'll be able to figure out where they take him, at least for the next couple weeks.
I'm gonna go over and investigate the body, see if I can find any kind of markings or affiliations, whatever tactical gear he may have left.
Yeah, roll me an investigation on this. I'll say you can take advantage. They're lighting up stuff again. The butlers are coming out, and the butlers have like machine guns prepared. Like the butlers are ready to go like to straight on war. This was very clearly a very delicately executed ambush.
Nat 20.
Easy.
Nat 20.
Easy.
I am inside the Matrix.
We have been calling them cops. These are ex-military, and these are high-ranking ex-military. These are not people. You recognize that these are. We'll say this guy actually did a big no-no and had like his personal ID card on him, and because he just assumed that they were all way more qualified to handle this than they were, and they were. You know, all 9 of them got away, and they got their target or one of their major targets. And you see that this guy was an older person, probably maybe late 50s, well past his military career, and was acting in an extrajudicial way. There's no official order on him. There's no paperwork. This guy has a lot of, tattoos seem to be a theme of this table, but this guy has a lot of anti-divinity tattoos on him. He is clearly kind of a naturalist purist, and this was clearly something that does not exist on any paper in any official capacity anywhere. This was a hit that was ordered on Peregrine and his family.
Okay. Gear wise, anything looks vaguely used. I'd at least probably swipe the gas mask if it's still in working condition. I don't know if it got damaged in the decapitation, if you don't want us to have them, but
yeah, no, you can totally have the gas mask. That doesn't bother me at all. So you have the gas mask as a little trinket. How can I say this? We only have 3 minutes, so this is going to be kind of our final notes here. You're rummaging through this, guys. You've got a lot of information about him, and once this closes, we're just going to call it, and I'll message you afterwards. This will be very dramatic. You start to rifle through all of his things, try and figure out, okay, why would he do this? What was he getting paid? All of this stuff, and you see that that he has a pill on him that he did not get a chance to take. And as you're looking at this, you with a nat 20 investigation, you've only seen this, like you've had a couple brush-ins of like full-on spies, like spies that like work for governments and sneak into places to get information. This is like a pill that will liquefy a person's body. This is like more than a suicide pill. This is like no evidence of any biological matter on this person, period. And so by killing this person, you have gotten some evidence to the identity of this organization that they would have liquefied themselves before giving. And so you find this pill and realize like you've very much gotten ahead of their schedule here by knowing who they are.
Yes.
So that's kind of the last thing you get. Is there anything you want to comment on this before we kind of close here?
Yeah, mostly the thought that that's going to be really fun to slip into somebody's drink next time.
Yeah,
I upgraded from the arsenic, from the
scary pill.
Yeah,
very, very scary pill. Yeah, very much like a no trace left. You're reduced to kind of biological sludge. Another thing that you'll get, you can roll an insight on this, actually. We'll do an insight here.
14.
If this becomes public knowledge, you have evidence to suggest it was not an extremist group that was against divine beings, or that it was an extremist group against divine beings, and you realize that's a problem because it's clear that they would have spun this to be a police raid because they were doing something illegal. So basically, you have evidence to deny the narrative that they were preparing to suggest about this basically crime. Like they were trying to say, oh, these divine people were doing something illegal, and now you have a bit of evidence that says, no, something was doing illegal, something illegal against these divine beings, basically.
Turn us into martyrs? Oh my gosh, not really.
Right.
My mom will try.
Yeah, and so they were going to try and make
back.
opposite, make you guys the bad guys, and now you have